Hi, today I'm going to show you how to take one simple card idea and turn it into three different card ideas without having to start over. So we're going to build it up as we go so that you can stop for whenever feels right on your own card making journey. I'm Barb, and this is Step It Up Stamping. Today we are using the Relaxing Waterside Bundle. I love this bundle. It's perfect for masculine cards, for birthday cards, happy Father's Day cards, anybody who loves spending time at the beach. It is a very versatile stamp set. It comes with a set of coordinating dies that you can do a lot with. I'm not going to show you all those things today, but I do have more samples of this bundle on my blog, so check it out. The link is below. Now, today I'm going to start with the very simple Busy Bee card. This is if you are a beginner stamper or if you are like me and love quick and easy cards. This is your style. It's definitely my style. So I'm starting out with some balmy blue cardstock. You could see this is a really pretty blue, perfect for a summer day at the beach. And I'm layering with it some blueberry bushel cardstock, which gives a nice contrast. And then for my inks, I am using Melon Mambo and Crumb Cake. So very simple card. I just stamped the sentiment and the chair in Melon Mambo. I pulled in some of the color from the chair using a blender pen, so very simple. And then what I have here are the rushes, and I just did that in Crumb Cake ink. Now, one of the things that I didn't do because I wanted to keep this as a beginner card, but if you want to step this up, the Busy Bee card up just a little teeny bit, you can take some of the ink from the Crumb Cake ink pad, and using your blender pen, you can just put a little bit of color right here, like it's sand. Let's use that as an example. You just kind of add a little wash of color, and that will ground your chair into the card. By just leaving it here without anything underneath it, it kind of looks like it's floating. Now, that's not a bad thing, but if you want to step this up just a little bit more, do that. It'll make it really easy. The other thing you could do is you could take this stamp and just kind of stamp it along the bottom. And that way it looks like the chair is sitting in kind of the grasses. So it depends on what kind of beach you're at. Okay, so that is our Busy Bee card. I'm going to move that over, and now we're going to bring in our Worker Bee card. And this is for when you want to do just a little bit more work on your card. And it's really not that much work, but boy, does it make a difference, right? What I did is we still kept the balmy blue and the blueberry bushel cardstock. And what we're framing now is this gorgeous Scenic Coast Designer Series paper. It is actually a specialty paper. And I want to show you, I want you to look right in here because as I move it around, can you see that shine, that little bit of shine? It's like the sun is reflecting onto the water. That is strictly done through the paper. The Designer Series paper does that for you. And it just makes such a gorgeous look in person. Then I stamped the seagull in Crumb Cake. I stamped the rushes onto the Scenic Coast designer paper, also in Crumb Cake. And that kind of muted it out a little bit because this paper, some of it's shiny. So like right here where it's a little bit shiny, you could see the color differentiation. Then I took a 1/2 inch strip of the Barely Blush. That's one of our new ink colors. And I stamped the sentiment in Blueberry Bushel. And then what I did is I took on a separate piece of paper, I took the chair and I stamped that in Melon Mambo, pulled in the color just like we did here. And I stamped the coffee cup and I did that in Blueberry Bushel. And then I just pulled in color on that coffee cup or teacup if you're a tea drinker. I'm a coffee drinker. And then what I did was just pulled in a little bit of color from the image, just like I did here. So very easy to do. And this, my friends, is the Queen Bee card. This is what tends to be my over-the-top card. I wouldn't say that is this time, but it definitely has more things and more steps than our worker bee card. Okay, so what I did on this card is I used the same colors and the same techniques as before, actually, but what's different is how I emphasized the scene that we have going on here, the beach scene. So what I used was the Everyday Arches dies. And by the way, I have complete instructions for you on how you can make these cards, all three of them. So I won't go into a lot of it here, but basically I use the Everyday Arches dies, use the same Scenic Coast Designer Series paper. I have the chair and the rushes and the coffee or teacup, and these were all stamped on a different piece of white and then die cut using the Relaxing Waterside dies. So much, much easier. You could see over here, I'm going to bring up the dies again, that we have dies for the chair, we have dies for the seagull, we have dies for the rushes. So we basically can make this card faster than we can actually make this card because we have the dies that are going to cut these things out. So it goes a lot faster. And then what I did is, again, on the Barely Blush cardstock, I stamped the sentiment. I just used scissors to banner notch both sides of the sentiment strip, and we are done. So even though this card looks like it took a lot of work, it was actually very easy to do because the dies did all the work for you. You just ran them through your cut and emboss machine and you're done. So very easy card to do thanks to the dies. Okay, so let me bring these out again. We have our Queen Bee card. We have our Worker Bee card. And we have our very simple, but I think very cute Busy Bee card. So I would love to know in the comments below which one is your favorite and which one you'd be most likely to make. This time, I think I would be more likely to make the Queen Bee card because the dies make quick work of this. I do not like to fussy cut. So the thought of fussy cutting out the chair again and the cup again does not really excite me. But it wasn't hard. I will tell you that. And even though the focal part of this card is the chair with the teacup, I do think that the paper actually becomes, because it's so bright, it's kind of in your face. I do think that the paper actually ends up being your focal point on this card today. So there you go, my friends. I am really interested to find out which one that you like the best. And I'll be back next week with another Step It Up stamping. Bye.